Good evening, welcome back, Poetry Love Fuzz. It is I, ZMWise, and here I am with another home recording just for you. This is the second in a series of box set reviews. I've started to reissue David Bowie's pretty much entire career from the start of Space Oddity since 2015 in these specific box sets. They've been reissuing his music since time immemorial, feels like, but this is part 2. This is Who Can I Be Now, 1974 to 1976. And this was so far the only box set that was named after an unreleased track, or previously unreleased rather. It was a rare song, beautiful, soulful. We'll get to that. And pretty nice. And includes pretty much everything from this career. During his period of time. Let us examine the contents. So, in order: Diamond Dogs, David Live 2005 mix, The Gooster, or Gouster, I'm sorry, a very rare album that leads up to Young Americans, Station to Station, Station to Station 2010 mix, Live, the Nassau Coliseum, 1976, Recall 2, and also the lovely booklet, Who Can I Be Now? So, just like the last few, I'm going to lay out the albums so you can see them. To start, we have the very well-known Diamond Dogs. So, David Bowie wanted to create originally a musical based on George Orwell's 1984, but Orwell's widow would not have it, so out came Diamond Dogs. Fun fact, the original version of the album, and the artist, the Dutch artist, Guy Pollard, needed to airbrush the cock and balls of the Bowie dog. So, included inside is the Future Legend spoken narration, track 1. Favorite tracks from this album include Future Legend. I do love that one. I do like the title track. Sweet Thing, Candidate, and Sweet Thing Reprises. They were all released as one track in a personally selected compilation by Mr. Bowie called I Select Bowie. And, or just called I Select, rather. And I like the full version, but this one, as usual, just separates the three, but it's pretty much a suite. Rebel Rebel is pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie, it's not one of my favorites. I know it's a well-known song, don't get me wrong, but nah, sue me, whatever. We Are the Dead, probably one of my absolute favorites. One of the most gothic tracks I've ever heard in my life. Big Brother is amazing. And of course, Chant of the Ever-Circling Skeletal Family is just fantastic. A great way to end an album, especially with the repetition of bruh, 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 bruh. Bowie wanted to do that on purpose. Fun fact, I know tons of fun facts about poetry, music, the arts, and Mr. Bowie, which encompasses pretty much every section of the arts. The version of 1984 on here is not bad, but I prefer the version of 1984 that's coupled with the unreleased track Dodo. Let's see if there are any gifts included in this album. I'd be really surprised there are not. Thought there were. Just have to look a bit deeper. They wanted to recreate the original LPs of these albums. It's absolutely incredible. And also, these reissues of the box sets are available in vinyl. Huh, guess not. If there are, too bad, so sad. We're moving on. David's first live album that was officially released at the time, because Ziggy Stardust Inspires from Mars, the motion picture, even though it took place in 1973, it came out in 1983. So, fun fact there. It was live. Yeah. Bowie said that this was the final death of Ziggy. There are some songs on here that I absolutely love. Like, I do like certain live versions better than the studio recordings, but it's very rare. On here, I prefer the live versions of All the Young Dudes, this song that pretty much saved Mott the Hoople. Cracked Actor, love this version. And, of course, Knock on Wood is just incredible. Very innovative. You could tell he was starting to get into Plastic Soul at the time. And there he is. He is on a street pole. Any gifts in here? There better be. Ooh, 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 ooh. I found one. Well, it's a nice record sleeve, but still. The band. There's Bowie. With a nice little note. And no, I'm not going to read you the note. I guess you'll just have to buy the box set. Or just watch a review that's more revealing than this one. So, yeah. They did include, as well, Bowie on a street pole again. And, more band members. So, like the following live album called Stage, which was made in 1978, and it was also recorded in Philadelphia. And Bowie has often stated that he loves Philadelphia for his musical stage endeavors. The Diamond Dogs tour and the David Live tour, they cost quite a lot. It's quite a pretty penny. And it's not cheap when you're, even if you are a successful recording artist, you go out on tour, you spend a lot more than you make. It's just the breaks. I mean, we can't win them all, you know. So, this is starting to get to me. Let me just see if there are any gifts in here from the Diamond Dogs album. I could have sworn there was. Okay. Interesting. I guess not. Oh well, that's cool. Because this album is a gift in and of itself, so that's fine. This is the same thing, except this is the 2005 mix. It includes a bonus track called Here Today, Gone Tomorrow. And, yeah. And, of course, it's remastered. That's a big, big difference. Always makes a difference. Just brilliant theatrical showman, especially on stage. If he heard me say that, I might get on his nerves. And there he is, just, it's a nice record sleeve, introducing the band. Of course, a nice little note for the peeps. Let's see, yes. It includes another nice little record sleeve and, Smiling Bowie, yeah. Nice little picture show by RKO. Sorry. Can't help it. When you break out into song, you just can't help it. Sue me. The Gooster, or should I say Gouster? I really apologize for mispronouncing it. So, I recently got this bootleg that somebody made called Can You Hear Me? The Complete Young American Sessions. Includes these songs on here that led up to the album Young Americans. It was starting to evolve into Plastic Soul, and includes the unreleased tracks, then unreleased John I'm Only Dancing Again, which is a soul sequel to John I'm Only Dancing, which is one of my favorite Ziggy tracks. It's Gonna Be Me, and Who Can I Be Now? And then early versions of Young Americans, Right, Can You Hear Me, and Somebody Up There Likes Me. Just beautiful. absolutely beautiful. Left out the tracks Fascination, Fame, and Win. But hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, of course, Across the Universe, but that was a cover with John Lennon on guitars, and John Lennon sang vocals on Young Americans. So, yeah, and this album, this very rare album, the prequel to Young Americans, it's exclusive to this box set. You hear me? So, amazing. And of course, Young Americans, one of his best albums ever. And Fame was his first #1 U.S. single. And it is rumored that, as somebody told him this, like, Fame just went to #1. Bowie was on the set of The Man Who Fell to Earth, and he pretty much said, "Can you see I'm trying to stay in character here?" Classic Bowie. Classic Bowie. But, excuse me. So yeah, favorite tracks on here include Across the Universe, a very powerful cover. Win, I definitely love Win. Oh god, it gives me shivers. Absolutely love it. Young Americans, love the title track, of course. And I prefer the Fame 90 remix. I'm sorry. I guess I'm not that much of a purist. I like the track Fame, but yeah. Station to Station, oh my god, what can I say about this album? Oh my god. I mean, just... oh, it leaves me speechless, especially the title track. Especially the title track. Station to Station, from the build-up of the trains to the first few haunting verses to the fast-tracked ending verses, just has me in tears. Like, I had to stop to weep after listening to that. Golden Years, it's my father's favorite Bowie song. I know exactly why. And some say this song was for Angie Bowie, some say it was for Cher. Who knows? I did like TVC15. I love Stay, one of my favorite tracks. So, and this is a film still from The Man Who Fell to Earth. Fun fact. Oh yeah. It's supposed to be inside his ship. Station to Station. There was a great deluxe box set that came out promoting this album. I got that, of course. 2010 mix of Station to Station. All the same tracks. Yeah. So, good stuff. Any gifts come from previous albums? Ah, yes. The Gooster includes lyrics to these songs. And I believe Young Americans has a little something something. Yes, I do believe Young Americans includes lyrics as well. Yep, I love being right. Just absolutely wonderful. Whoopsies, that one damaged my Young Americans. Sounds weird when I say that. Station to Station includes introducing his band, which is quite alright. Gotta give them credit. Not one person can do everything. I mean, you can, and Bowie's done it many times before, but sometimes he has a little bit of help from his friends. And the 2010 mix included what exactly? Who knows? Nada? Wouldn't be surprised. Oh, nope. Record sleeve, but introducing the band. So, see. For the first time ever, officially released live in Nassau Coliseum 76. Uniondale. So, this is a live album of his Station to Station album, but a ton of other tracks are on here. I think the earliest track goes on, Life on Mars. Changes nothing really from Space Oddity or Man Who Sold the World, but that's quite alright. let's see, this one is a double album, so... Whoa, look at that. There he is as the Thin White Duke. Can't believe I failed to mention one of his darkest characters ever. And I was on Station to Station, introduced him. And of course, on Diamond Dogs, he was Halloween Jack. But, yeah. I don't really have any favorite tracks from live at Nassau Coliseum. I did, however, listen to some of his Vancouver rehearsals in 1976, and I love his song. I love his version of Changes on there, because he sort of breaks out into this musical tangent, singing as an old-fashioned girl. Listen to that when you can. And Recall 2. Oh yeah. Let's see. It includes the following tracks. Rebel Rebel, original single mix. Diamond Dogs, Australian single edit, which was, I believe, released by K-Tel. Rebel Rebel, US single version. Rock and Roll With Me, live promotional single edit. Panic in Detroit, live. Young Americans, original single edit, which I'm sure a lot of you have heard. Fame, original single edit, again. Golden Years, single version. Station to Station, single edit. TVC-15, original single edit. Stay, original single edit. Word on a Wing, original single edit. I'm Only Dancing, again. 1975, single version. So, let's talk about the rarities from this period. 30th anniversary edition of Diamond Dogs includes Dodo, and also 1984/Dodo, which was also included in the 2003 box set called Sound and Vision. So, since Can You Hear Me Now is still a bootleg version of combination of the Gooster and just pretty much the making of Young Americans, it includes a piece called Shilling the Rubes, and yeah, just incredible. Station to Station, there are live versions of Stay and Word on a Wing, although I believe they're in here, so all said and done. I mean, there are still plenty of other live rarities, like the whole medley that Bowie did with Cher, the Young Americans medley, and also the performance from the Dick Cavett Show, which is actually re-released on the one of the anniversary editions or deluxe editions of Young Americans. Came with a DVD, and also the tracks It's Gonna Be Me, Who Can I Be Now, John, I'm Only Dancing Again. And one of the tracks are without strings, which was very impressive. And last but not least is the booklet. Cannot forget the booklet. There's a great interview with William Burroughs in here at the very beginning. Oh my god. Talks about the making of Diamond Dogs, and they go into existentialism, different philosophical discussions. It's amazing. Handwritten lyrics, rare photos of Mr. Bowie. There's Bowie during the listening party of Young Americans with his fans. And, yeah. Handwritten lyrics for Future Legend. Ooh. Yes, indeed. So, here we are. So, just to recap, Who Can I Be Now? Which includes 3 studio albums, even though technically separate mixes, 2 live albums, 2 rare albums, including the Gouster, and Recall 2, which is a compilation. Altogether, that's 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13 discs. So, yes, altogether. Buy yours today. Who Can I Be Now? Poetry lives, long live music, the arts. Mr. David Bowie. Bye-bye.